Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've got the last game of the group stages underway for Summit America. The playoffs will be up next. We've got No Earthspirit versus Evil Geniuses. Get pumped! Nah, it's a relegation match. But still, get excited. The group stages are done.
Looking at the stand-in.
Who's the stand-in?
Lua.
Hey, we saw that guy yesterday.
Yep.
Was he good?
I don't remember.
Oh, the standings. Thanks, Roland. And they're actually fixed now. Revenge 2 and 5, tied with E-Hug at the bottom of the barrel.
So
No
we have
Earthspirit.
First place versus last place.
Yep, first place versus last place for our final game. Funny how that works out, isn't it, Merlini? So, yeah, we talked about the other top teams, 4 and 3. And,
I don't actually think No Earthspirit should be last place, though. They were really close to winning a couple of games.
Who do you think should be last place?
Probably Revenge now that they don't have Smash.
Well, yeah. Now that they don't have Smash,
CMB's
but
pretty low on their E-Hug contention, too.
yeah.
None of these teams are that bad. North American scene has improved a lot in the past few months.
You know, we were talking about Arteezy earlier and that Q&A he did. He was flaming Goody, man. Flaming Goody hard. Someone asked, like, what advice do you have for, someone that wants to get better at Dota? And he said, do the builds that you think are good. If you think an item's good, then use it. If you think an item's bad, don't use it. Don't follow the trends. Make the trends yourself.
I agree
and
with
then
that.
His caveat was, except for Goody, don't follow what that guy does. His item builds are awful.
What if he's actually friends with Goody?
I think they might be. They used to be on a team together way back. Somebody commented on the thread and said that. I don't know if that's true. They might be friends, but I'm just saying.
I don't know. Goody's been owning.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Recently, I guess back in the day, he had some more creative.
He's been around for a pretty long time.
Yeah, but recently.
How is that not? So he's like, don't do what Goody does, like, which is follow his own builds, or don't follow Goody's build.
No, don't follow Goody's builds. Okay. Do what you want, believe in what you want. Think about it and do what you think is right, but don't follow Goody because that guy's he's too far. He's too far that way. He's crazy. But it's interesting now. We'll see Arteezy versus Goody, so I thought I'd bring that up. A little bit of research I did on Reddit. I guess we can hop into this draft. It's going by pretty slow.
Did we come up with anything else besides hop into the draft?
Oh shit! Nobody tweeted at me. Yeah, I didn't get anything.
One person tweeted at me.
Really? What'd you get?
He said, let's meander on over to a rather dapper and strategic selection of heroes.
Oh, I did see that one. I thought he was making a joke at something that we said last game. All right, I did see that tweet, but I'm just a derp wagon. That's my bad. Well, no big surprise. No Earthspirit. Looky here, Merlini. First pick Centaur, and there's your egg roll hero.
Dude, they love Centaur.
More like egg roll loves Centaur.
Has he played him all 7 games?
Yeah, you can look it up, but he's played at least like 5 or 6. Every game. I don't like to deal in absolutes anymore. I'm trying to get off the absolute these days, but
almost every game.
Almost every game.
Player to directory.
He's been playing a butt ton of egg roll Centaur there. And they'll grab Sand King. There you go. They're 2 classic heroes, the Goody Sand King and the egg roll Centaur.
Half right egg roll. He's on here. Centaur. Bat Rider.
Or he played a Bat Rider.
One Bat Rider game, and every other game has been Centaur. So 1, 2, 5 Centaurs, one Bat Rider.
And then here, game 7, he's Centaur. So that's pretty good Centaur percentage.
Yeah, dude, look at his record on most of these.
He's a good Centaur. I mean, even when they don't win, he still makes plays happen. He's a playmaker.
Does he deserve to be on a better team?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can only play one hero as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I mean, he's not an octopus, dude. He can only play. He can only do so much. He only has so many fingers. Only has so many phalanges. Jesus. But Rubik and Bat Rider, the first 2 picks for the Evil Geniuses here. And yeah, pretty straightforward. It'll be. I wonder who's going to be on the.
No, they're
Rubik
not getting
again.
Shadow Demon, which is not
PPD. That's true. Well, what happened to Shadow Demon today?
I think they're just trying new stuff out because they already won.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Because PPD's been playing Shadow Demon like almost every single game that I've seen him.
Trying to up that Rubik skill level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up his support play.
He's a good Rubik, though. He's, as you mentioned before, he's very good about stealing spells before people go down. Much more so than a lot of other Rubiks. PPD's just been nonstop, man. He's been stepping up his game like crazy. I feel like every time we see him, he's just looking more crisp and
first it was his tree, which just gets first banned out by every single team now.
Yeah.
Now it's Shadow Demon that he wrecks with Shadow.
Now he's moving on to Rubik. EG is quickly, for a while, Alliance was one of those teams where it's like, all right, do you ban out all the Bulldog heroes? Do you ban out all the S4 heroes? Do you ban out like your support heroes? There aren't enough bans to get rid of all the heroes that they can dominate with, right? EG they're getting close to that. I mean, PPD alone is worthy of a couple of bans. Then you've got the Arteezy heroes. We see Earthspirit and Morphling banned out. Then you've got Zai's support Wraith King. And they're still getting big heroes, right? Nature's Prophet now picked up. Will that be a mid Nature's Prophet, you think? Or maybe a mid Bat Rider?
I think it's Universe Nature. Actually, I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe a Zai one?
Ooh,
It could be Arteezy Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, Arteezy NP. You've got your PPD Rubik, Zai Abaddon, and that gives you the Universe Bat Rider. And Mason, well, the Tentacle will get what the Tentacle wants.
You could play Potom if you wanted to.
Potom,
Luna if you wanted to.
Luna, Slark, they're all available.
I think a BKB hero would be best for him.
So, Luna.
Yeah, probably Luna.
Lunar.
Mirana's not bad, per se. She's just not great versus heroes.
Yeah.
Because Abaddon's positioning is really difficult. Like, Sand King can just burrow strike towards him and stun two people.
Maybe they'll give Abaddon some farm priority and we'll see the Ags upgrade.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. I would actually really like to see it in action. This would be a good game for it.
It might be one of those things where it's difficult to tell. Like, he's going to heal a lot, but you can't actually see how much damage is mitigated.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's a 35% in the area around him, takes the damage that all of his buddies are taking and directs it towards him, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, it's weird. It also lasts longer, too, when he gets the Scepter.
Yeah, a couple of seconds, maybe.
Yeah. So, Scepter duration goes up by 2 seconds at each level. So, yeah. Pretty solid. TA will be the 4th pick for no Earthspirit, and
you know who's pretty good versus Abaddon? Lina. She has like a super high damage nuke. You can actually if his HP is like 401 and you Laguna him and he dies, it won't activate.
Right. Yeah. If that one shot, if you one shot him before the threshold.
I want to see some more Lina. She deserves to be come back now and then.
Yeah, now and then.
Like over that Leshrac that we saw.
Not sold on Lina.
Over Leshrac? Dude, she is ownish.
Actually,
she is good.
Actually, yeah. I like Lesh a lot more, but you can't. I mean, especially with her Ags upgrade now, that makes her a lot more legit. Like she does so much more burst damage than he does. It's like basically the same stun, right? She just can't push towers as easily.
She's faster, and she has a faster cast animation too. So it's not the same stun. It's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better.
I think it's lower cooldown
I thought
too.
They had the same delay. They don't have the same delay.
I don't think so.
Lesh's is actually longer.
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, so well, they have a very similar stun. And yeah, I think Lina's just better.
Dragon
actually.
Slave is faster cast animation. The projectile's faster from lightning rather than Lightning Storm. It's different because Lightning Storm's lower cooldown.
Well, now that Lightning Storm slows, that makes it a little better. Yeah, I think Lina's just better. Lesh is a little more versatile because he can push faster, but now that Lina can cut through BKB, and her ultimate is just the burst
she can also
deals.
do physical damage. Not that Leshrac can't, but I still think she should be picked now and then. Oh, the Necrophos, so the mass heal strat, or the double heal strat.
So how will they lane this, though? Will this be a farming Necro, or...?
I think it'll be safe lane Necro, probably...
No, it'll be a farming Necro for sure,
It'll be 9 Tentacle Surprise on that, Nature's Prophet mid, Bat Rider off, Rubik Abaddon, go wherever they want. That's what I assume.
Or it could be an Arteezy Necro.
It doesn't match up well versus TA at all.
Yeah, the Nature's Prophet matches up a lot better against the TA. Get those treants to knock off the refraction and help you with the last hits. It's not a great matchup for the Prophet, but that's all right. He can handle it. He's got horns.
Right.
Yeah, he's got antlers.
I think if they were playing for realsies, they would have picked Darkseer and just done their normal thing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely Necrophos. I'm not. How legit is Necrophos right now?
He's good sometimes. It depends on what lineup he's against. He's really good for strength heroes like Centaur. He just like obliterates Centaur. You double edge immediately Reaper, and then he's like dead. Yeah. So you have to be very careful about how you throw around your HP pool.
Didn't Necro get a change in this last patch?
Yeah, he got buffed.
Where his his ultimate? It does something with buyback.
30% increased time on respawn.
If you get killed by the Reaper's Scythe, is that what it is? Not just if you get hit by it and then die shortly after. It has to be the finishing damage?
It doesn't have to be finishing damage. You have to die during the duration of the stun or with the damage after.
Okay. And then you have 30% a longer time. Though that's pretty good, though. I mean, that can really come in handy in the late game when buybacks and all that stuff.
Well, he already has Scepter for late game, which makes you unable to buy back.
Yeah.
So respawn, yes, those really start to add up.
It's an interesting mechanic. He is pretty unique in that manner, but it takes him a little while to come online. Very low armor hero and reasonably slow as well.
Not low armor anymore. He got the 1 armor buff, I think 6.80.
Still has 2 starting armor.
Heartstopper range also got increased from 1,000 to 1,200.
Whoa.
So that's pretty significant. Heartstopper actually does a lot of damage, especially versus a hero like Centaur. So it's what 1.5% against a hero like Centaur. That you're talking about a lot, but the problem is team fights end very, very swiftly most of the time. So it will be a last pick Naga Siren. We didn't actually talk about that. Naga Siren, a hero that's actually pretty darn good, I'd say, versus EG's lineup. Song of Siren, great counter initiate versus Bat Rider, very good versus Abaddon too. And they don't really have any good AoE carries that can handle a farm Naga.
Yep, and Naga's got she's got some okay items, some commons, some uncommons, nothing too crazy. Let's introduce these rosters though. On the Radiant side, we've got the heavy favorites, the evil geniuses themselves. They are the top seed here in the Summit America coming into the playoffs. We've got PPD on the Abaddon. Zai will take control of the Rubik this game. They'll join the 9-Tentacle Surprise, a.k.a. Mason on the Necrophos here in the bottom lane. In the mid, that will be Arteezy on the Nature's Prophet. And in the off lane, Universe playing on the Bat Rider. He's got the Rough Rider's Muggin Mask. You better watch out, Merlini.
Rough Rider.
We got a Rough Rider here.
Universe has so many items.
Watch yourself. Yeah, Universe is
the best. The Bat Million.
He's a badass, but he did go Sticky Napalm level 1, so he'll have to be a little more careful. I'm going to take point and introduce the Dire side. No Earthspirit. Ban him out. That's the Dire team, and we've got Lua. They're standing on the Naga Siren. Goody playing his signature Sand King, and he'll be joined by Evan, a.k.a. Knave, on the Disruptor. In the mid lane, that's Brix playing on the Templar Assassin, and we've got the Egg Roll. He's half fried, and he's in the off lane. He's playing the Centaur. Big surprise.
So Brix's TA, he got shut down pretty early last time. I think it was a tiny game. But he just crushed later. So I'm not actually sure how much space they're going to be able to give him. They don't have heroes that can pressure a lot. The Rubik, not the greatest at handling, putting on pressure. Abaddon, certainly not. And Necrophos is not going to rotate his from his lane for a while. Maybe once he get his mech, he might. But as it stands right now, Bannerth is actually pretty well set up for a passive, farmy sort of game. Because they have the better late game.
Yeah, they sure do with the Naga, but EG, I don't know. See, we just haven't seen much Necrophos, so I'm not really sure exactly how EG will build him, how they'll play him. Obviously, he'll need to farm for a while in the laning phase, but at what point will he really come online and they'll start moving around?
It depends on what they want to do.
Towers.
If they want a 5-man death ball with a mech, they could very easily do that, because Banners, they're not going to have that much fight until Sand King gets his Blink Dagger, but it's Goody, so Goody probably gets his around like 8 to 10 minutes, I'd say. And
usually, yeah.
If they want to push into that, they're going to lose the fight, so they probably want to wait until that and just get pretty fat on Necrophos. You can even get a Midas on Necrophos. It's not terribly bad.
Yeah, and Goody, he will just start stacking up, doing what every good Sand King should in this current meta. And double stack there in the hard camp. In the mid lane, Arteezy actually doing very well against Brix, 8-4 against the 5-2 TA. So doing well with those trees down bottom. Ooh, the egg roll. He'll bump right into Zai. Gets telekinesis. No double edge out quite yet. Does go for that early point in return. So can't do too much burst damage. He'll just get harassed back. He'll be just fine. But he does like to do that. He's one Centaur that grabs the early return point. Very, very... Either 1 or 2. Usually level 2.
Especially versus ranged heroes. That's your ideal target to get return against.
Yep. He does it regardless, so I think he does it pretty much every game. But agreed. And PPD just pulling and farming. A very quiet early game here. The Naga Siren, she's in free farm heaven though. The Bat Rider's already given up. Universe says, you know what? Screw this. I'm headed to the jungle. And he took out this big camp already. Got himself some Tranquil Boots. So Bat's off to an okay start. I think a smart choice to abandon that lane. He almost took a spill when he was trying to contest this camp right here. And after that, he just threw in the towel and decided to retreat back to safety.
Half-fried egg roll, eating some trees. I don't... Oh, he got lifted up there. But he's all good.
Yeah, he good.
9-Tentacle Surprise going for the early Bassy, so we may see some early pushing, but Centaur, he can kind of just stay in lane. He doesn't really have to worry about the threat of the Necrophos. Maybe once he gets level 6, but Necrophos is actually doing very well in terms of leveling. One thing that I like about Zai is he gives the solo farmer a lot of experience at the cost of his own, which is generally okay because it's way more important for him to have Reaper at this point in the game.
Yeah, you really want that solo XP, and I don't know if the Basilius is actually that telling of early push or if it's just good for having in the lane because
he doesn't need it versus the Centaur.
Yeah, I guess not. It's nice to have that extra bit of mana regen even with the Sadist.
He's not going to be able to spam Death Pulse that often, though. Like, generally, if you want to actually play aggressively, you want to get boots, so you can actually land your Death Pulses. But
He gets boots and bracer coming out next. It looks like he may just go for drums.
I like drums. He needs mobility. I think that if you don't build no mobility on items on Necrophos, it's just extremely difficult. You need
I really like phase boots on Necro.
Yeah, phase,
so
drums,
much easier.
Yules even if you want to. Mech is the standard. I say Treads Mech is by far the most standard build on Necrophos.
Yeah. I don't know. See, I think phase...
You need HP too. You need HP and you need mobility.
That's the problem. I think phase drum mech is like the best mix, but that's a lot of early game items, so it's definitely tricky. The power treads give you tankability, but you can't really chase people down. Necro is not a fast hero.
BOTs, baby.
BOTs, yeah. Straight into BOTs, doing it Merlini style. His boots actually didn't get delivered. They're still just hanging out on the courier, but it's okay. Save them for another day.
Probably just didn't realize he had 6 slots.
Yeah. 1 tango left. So Goody hasn't taken out the big fatty yet. Looks like he's got a nice triple stack here. And will miss this stack, but off to kind of a slow start. This will not be the 8-minute blink dagger we're accustomed to seeing on Goody's Sand King. Not really sure what he's been doing. He's stacked a little bit and just kind of roaming around looking for opportunities to gank, but EG won't give him any openings.
No quarter given. Well, the thing about EG is that they're so good at playing greedy. Like we saw last game, they had a Morphling and they had a Slark. They double Midas and they just got really fat. This may be a somewhat similar game where Nature's Prophet and Necrophos are just going for early farming builds and just outgreed the other opponent. But this time, Banearth actually has a really good late game. Not a solo AM like NAR had. They have a TA and they have a Naga Siren who are more than content to sit in their lanes early. They also have a pretty good Roshan lineup just because they have the TA and they are on a dire side.
Yeah, and EG may just be trading evenly for now and then look to hit a mid-game stride, like maybe right as Naga picks up the relics, start moving around and picking up kills, but she's already well on her way. What did she buy?
Midas, maybe?
Oh, that's a Perseverance.
Perseverance, oh, the Lincoln's Rush.
Interesting.
Ew.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I like Radiant so much on Naga.
Total free farm Naga. I mean, he could have a relic very soon.
They might be laughing at him right now as they see what's coming out on the chicken. Silly Naga.
What courier is this? The Enduring War Dog?
Yeah, dude.
Thing's weird looking. I'm not sure.
You don't know your couriers.
I don't know about this courier. This isn't news anymore. Naked Creepler, get out.
Well, here it is, the push. No siege creep though, but they do have the Basties turned on. 3 heroes there. How did PBD get almost level 5?
He's just been jungling it up, pulling and stacking and whatnot. Yeah, this is already rough here. They'll burn the glyph, but now the tower will fried, but he is not equipped to save this tier 1 tower. Tower will fall before a hero does. 7 minutes in. EG, they grab the gold lead. Now over 1,000 experience. Yeah, starting to dip down in the way of Ban Earthspirit, but they might just go ahead and take 2. Why not? Ban Earthspirit are not in a position to contest this. Goody, he's farming up this big stack. Only level 4. Centaur can't do much. He doesn't even have his ultimate yet. TA farming away in mid. Just picked up her phase boots. Naga with Perseverance. They'll get an easy 2 towers out of this, I think, Merlini.
Or will they?
I think so. Thunderstrike should not be enough to repel this push. Yes, indeed not. Oh, telekinesis onto the Raptor. He throws out the kinetic field. Zai gets onto the front end of it. In comes Goody. Connects with a nice burrow strike there, but who will have the damage? Sand King actually gets the first blood as they finish off the tentacle surprise. There's your lasso out onto bricks. Centaur was the second to go down. PPD trying to port home. That won't happen. Ban Earthspirit will find the better of the exchange, but it cost them a tier 2 tower already. Sand King gets picked off by Zai. Meld Strike just juices him. Double kill for bricks. It's a 2 for 3.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Nature's Prophet coming out way on top in that fight. 2,800 gold on him, so not really sure what he's going for, but...
There you go, Hand of Midas.
Yep.
I was thinking it might be a Dagon rush again, but...
What the heck with this Perseverance? He could be Battle Fury.
A Battle Fury Naga? You like that?
No.
No? Okay. Lincoln's first, so I mean, just not... There's been no pressure on Lua yet this game.
Yeah, he would have his... He'd be pretty darn close to his relic.
I think he would... Yeah, if he didn't have it, he'd be really close.
He could go no boots against.
Yeah, he picked up the boots. That was the... I mean, no boots Radiance is silly unless you're in total free farm mode like he was. And then if you can get the Radiance that much more quickly, it ups your farm time, and it's not that bad. But Goody, level 5, just on brown boots, 1,500 gold. He'll stack once again. He's looking at more like an 11 or 12 minute blink, I think, here.
Not as early as the usual Goody.
Yeah, definitely a little bit slower. And EG now 3,000 gold in their favor. But Banner Spirit, they have the experience edge. Not too significant right now because for EG it's about the death ball. And they will group up, continue to make these pushes happen. How's Necrophos doing? He actually went hand to Midas. Interesting choice from Mason. But EG...
Mason really likes his Midas.
Yeah, they just want to outgreed here. And then... Interesting that EG will continue trying to take fights even though they have a double Midas that have really yet to kick in.
They're not really looking to take fights. They just know Banner can't actually pressure them.
Oh, yeah, you say that right as Universe hops forward with the lasso onto Evan. Follow-up damage will be there. He gets finished off by the Necrophos. Song of the Siren comes in to reset things out. Lua setting it up. They're going to try to finish off Arteezy. They get the kill. And they also finish off the Bat Rider. So it is a 1 for 2. The Tentacle Surprise. He wants Goody. He can't get him. TA just chunking him down. He gets an Aphotic Shield. Spamming out that Death Pulse. And there's your Telekinesis back. The defensive Stampede. Will Brick survive?
He needs to get a Refraction off. He needs it before that Death Pulse. I don't know. Is he going to get it? Yeah, it looks like
the Death Pulse just moves too slow. Oh, there you go. He turns right into it.
Just eats it.
Still, EG, they don't get the better of the hero exchange, but now they'll just knock down this tower.
If they had Epi there, I think that would have been a lot different. But or if Naga had a threat of a Radiance. Oh,
yeah, Perseverance was not so threatening there, but this tier 1 tower will certainly fall.
The Radiant, the Perseverance, it burns.
Oh no, Naga's regenerating! Quick!
Do something,
quick! Reaper Scythe! Oh man. But EG were the aggressors there. They still come out ahead in terms of gold. Experience dips down even further for Banner Spirit, but the gold graph already is scary because the Midas advantage means they can farm more effectively. Allison, wow, he's the one going for the mech here. This is an interesting Nature's Prophet build. Brown boots into Midas, now straight into mech.
9 Tentacle Surprise is the real carry.
Yeah, he just goes straight Drum of Endurance, but he's tanking up now.
He wants to go BOTs, man.
Yeah, he might actually do it. BOTs are good on Necro. I'm into it.
I'm into Midas bots.
I'm digging. I'm digging on them vibes. How's the Bat Rider doing? He picked up that Blink Dagger, 1,200 gold. Well on his way to a 4-staff. Decent timing there for our buddy Universe.
This goes 3 towers, man. 1 T1 in mid lane, 1 T1 on bottom, 1 T2. That's so much money that you don't really want to be giving up this early. Now that Sinking almost is Blink Dagger, maybe they can contest this top T1 if they want to make a push for it. But EG, they already got their farming items. They're in a good position to do so, and they don't really care about Naga. Who cares if Naga gets a Lincoln? So whatever.
Exactly. To be a fly on the wall, I would have loved to hear the EG Skype group right when they scouted out that Perseverance. I can't imagine they were too intimidated.
Raucous laughter ensues.
Well, there's your blink on Goody, so that's something. He is now level 7, right around the 12-minute mark, and the courier will be delivering it right now. So slower than usual, but still a pretty darn good timing. EG haven't done crippling damage yet. Their lives will get more difficult as they pressure this top tier 1 tower. Goody waiting patiently for that Blink Dagger. He'll find it. The epicenter. Is it coming? Nope. They've got a glyph. Will they pop it? Nope. They'll let the tower die, and they won't even try for a deny.
Okay, then.
Well, that was not the way I thought that was going to go. Now, Bat Rider. He'll look to jump on the Disruptor. Gets glimpsed back. Now in comes the epicenter. Arteezy taking the heavy damage. Is not able to survive. The 9 Tentacle Surprise gets finished off as well. Rubik steals the double edge. Bat Rider hops forward. Does secure the kill onto the Centaur. Lua throws out the Song of the Siren just to separate things. The rest of his team.
Don't let him regen.
They make it back. And actually a buyback from Arteezy there.
Don't let him regen.
Don't let him regen, dude.
Don't let him regen.
He's regenerating like a madman. So again, EG, this seems to be the formula for this game. Get a bad hero exchange, but get a tower out of it and still come out ahead in the fight. It's pretty much how it's been going so far.
It'll work out well for them if they keep Banner from getting their towers in like the next 15 or 20 minutes, because then they can just assert their gold lead. Assert.
Assert versus exert.
They can assert their gold lead over Banner and hold it over them.
Yep. I still want to know what Naga's going for here. 3,000 gold. It's just a casual Perseverance into Radiance? I mean, he's close to a relic at this point.
Most people would just bottle Crow and save themselves 1,100 gold.
Yeah. The bottle's a little bit more cost-effective there. I don't know. I just don't know sometimes. Centaur, close to his Blink Dagger, 1,900 gold. He was the one that got picked off on the side of Banner Earthspirit that last fight. So that does delay his blink timing a little bit. TA going Yasha right after the... Man, she's going race car build. Phase boots, drum, into Yasha. She's cruising. She's in that left lane, just pedal to the metal. 15 over.
25 over.
Doing it Merlini style.
I like this build from TA. I'm not a huge fan of the blink build. Sometimes you can get away with it, but like against, I don't know. I think you need some baseline level of survivability, and drums gives you that, as well as Manta style. If you just go like blink Dezo or something in phase, you have no HP at all, and you get caught in a lasso, you're generally just straight up dead without your team able to really have a chance to come back and get a kill.
Even if you have refraction, you need some sort of an HP buffer. Necro has now picked up his power treads, so he's starting to tank up a little bit. And everyone will just go back to farming. Lua, 3,200 gold. Still don't know what he's getting. I'm very curious. I'm on the edge of my seat here to figure out what this Naga's up to.
Ulti Orb and the Lincolns.
We'll see, dude. I don't want to gamble on it, but we'll see. 4-man smoke from Ban Earthspirit. And they'll rotate down bottom. We see that little line on the map. Looks like they will cut into the jungle and try and pick somebody off. They may find PPD, but level 8 Abaddon, not an easy gank.
They don't want to kill him.
Yeah, and he's not a very high priority target.
He's probably the lowest, actually. Oh, even over Rubik.
Yep, I would agree. And this smoke gank will be rendered unsuccessful. EG just not in a position to get ganked in their jungle. Zion, Mason, they're farming away the neutrals up in the Dire jungle. Arteezy's doing Ancients, and Universe, he's taking a bath. So, well, that's a wasted smoke. Unfortunate for Ban Earthspirit. I like the idea to try and grab some momentum here in the mid game while they can, showing off that blink on the bat, or pardon me, on the Centaur, but yeah, it won't be successful. Uh-oh, Naga gets scattered out by Arteezy as he TPs into the jungle, but no, they won't go for a kill. Instead, they'll just turn it into a push. Bat Rider on the high ground in the mid lane. He's ready for a blink lasso initiation, but he's all by his lonesome, so I'm not so sure how well that'll work out for him. Towers falling reasonably fast. They will lose the tier 1 in the mid sooner, but it doesn't matter. It will be a tier 1 for tier 2 exchange. It looks like Glyph has already been popped. Bat Rider now looking to get aggressive. Does pop onto a side trap. That's a little unfortunate. And now Universe is in kind of an awkward position. He doesn't have the blink. No Force Staff. He gets glimpsed back. Uh-oh. I think Universe may take a spill right here. They've got plenty of damage. So tower for tower exchange, and they get a Bat Rider out of it. Not too bad for Ban Earthspirit. 3,800 gold on that Naga Merlini. Are you ready for the Radiance?
Oh.
Are you ready for the casual Perseverance into Radiance?
Probably bought it, and it seems like, WTF are you doing, Lua?
You could have a Radiance right now, Lua.
WTF.
Courier. There's the Relic. You've got to be kidding. I was kind of joking. He really went for casual Perseverance into Relic.
Sphere. He would have had his Radiance by now.
Yes, he would have had it. He would have had it a while ago.
I bet his team was just like, what in the world, Naga? Like, why on earth would you go Lincoln's over a Radiance first when you're refarming?
Yeah. I mean, if you feel like you need an item before the Radiance, I think Drum is the way to go. Brown Boots, Drums into Radiance is that nice hybrid build. Bottle Crow, I mean, you can even Bottle Crow if you get the Drums, but if you feel like you need to fight, if they're ganking you and you need that HP buffer, you don't have the mana, whatever your deal is, Drums are just such a better value. The Perseverance doesn't help you tank up. It's like casual Perseverance is just... Blah. As Merlini would say, it's poopy.
It's pretty poopy.
It's a schnizzle dizzle. Well,
that's not what that word means.
He's got the Relic now. And, I mean, we're looking at, what, a 19-minute Radiance? That's still not a bad timing because they've given him so much room to farm and he hasn't died yet. But
imagine how far he would be if he had Radiance.
Yeah, Zai gets caught in the top lane. Burrow struck, and actually...
Naven mid gets lassoed up by Universe and immediately dies to Necrophos. So Necrophos has switched gears from greed to survivability with the treads, with the Vit booster.
Is he just going to go straight Heart or Atos? Yeah, one or the other. Straight Heart, I guess, could work, but tier 2 tower in the mid lane will become free game here. This is the last outer tower for Ban Earthspirit, and they've only taken out one tier 1 of their own. Sentry Ward comes down in case TA or the Sand King there want to get cheeky. There's your Song of the Siren to start things off. Goody, he won't have time to channel the ultimate. Off the mark with the Burrow Strike. They'll still hop on top of Arteezy. He pops the mech. That buys him some time. PPD supporting him as best he can with the Aphotic Shields and the Mist Coils. He'll keep him alive for now. Goody with the big ultimate. They've got enough to finish off the Death Prophet, but they'll lose their Disruptor. Now Lua, he's in trouble. They'll chase him down. Flame Break, enough to secure that kill. and Ben Earthspirit. They're just getting cleaned up here, Merlini. Bricks on the run. Goody comes back in with a bro strike, blinks back to safety, but Batrider, he's in the front lines. Will get right-click down, takes an earn charge, but now Bricks. He had to commit for it. Zai, wow, getting very aggressive here. Refraction, buying the TA some time, but won't be enough, or will it? They're doing a good job trying to stop EG from diving the base, but now the egg roll, he finally gets finished off. And after all that, it will be a 1-for-3 trade.
They have to kill Necrophos early on in fights. He's just healing for way too much, and they can't deal with his sustain.
Yeah.
He's at full mana then. He got so many kills.
Yep, exactly. The sadist is just too much. Now, I think Ban Earthspirit, they're in huge trouble. 10,000 gold. Experience graph is pretty zeroed out, but EG have such a big edge right now. The item progression
Good thing
is
Naga
so
had
much
that
difference.
perseverance.
Yeah, she still doesn't have the Radiance. That was like the worst time for Ban Earthspirit to take a fight. Naga pulling up gold. She did survive, but stopping her farming.
They had to set it up differently. They had to set... she should have Song of Siren after she TP'd.
I guess Goody just wasn't in position. Like the
They
song
didn't have enough time.
Did the Song of the Siren expire, or did he cancel it?
It expired.
It did? It expired?
Yeah, it expired
okay.
because he casted it before he TP'd, and it was like a 6-second TP. Song of Siren was like 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah, I noticed it didn't last that long. I thought he just canceled it early.
No,
if he had it longer, then he could have set up for a big epicenter.
It because he didn't want to get caught up by like Batrider or something without being able to cast it. But Batrider had already used Lasso on Nate.
And yeah, that super long TP time really hurt them. That could have been a big epicenter. The way he had them positioned, it was a decent sleep. It just needed more duration.
Yes.
So could have been scary for EG, but the double Midas, they've really kicked in. Rod of Atos now out on the Necro. Zai, well, he gets juiced. Mega kill on Bricks, but again, just not one of these high priority targets.
Well, Naga Siren closing in on the Radiance.
Yeah, Arteezy closing in on Necro level 3 as well.
Imagine if he got Midas instead of Perseverance too.
Imagine if it was anything besides a Perseverance.
2 Ring of Health.
I don't know if that would have been much worse, honestly. I mean, Goody up top. I mean, they're pressuring a tier 1 while their tier 3 is taking pretty heavy damage.
Well, they don't want to fight until the Radiance comes out, and now that it finally does, they'll try and defend, but I don't know why they didn't use a glyph before. T3s are where you want to use your glyphs for. You don't want to take half damage on it, especially against a nature prophet.
Yeah, just makes for easy pushing later. They do still have the glyph up, so EG can't do that easily again, but yeah, I agree. I mean, that's basically what you're saving your glyph for, a scenario just like that.
Yeah, buying time for Naga to get Radiance so you can fight later.
Yeah, I can't think of a better scenario to glyph than your... Alright, that was a hyperbole, but still. There are better scenarios, but that was a damn good one. 85 percentile, easy.
Yeah. I'd agree. I can get on board with that.
But Blink Dagger up on Zai. And yeah, Arteezy has his level 3 Necro book on the way. Universe working on a BKB. What's PPD up to? No Ags, but still
Dude,
has
they need
okay
to end the
farm.
game soon versus Banner. That's the main question. That
Soon-ish, yeah.
soonish?
I mean-
They? Or do they not?
I mean, it's not super pressing. If they sit back and don't kill anyone and just play super passive, Naga will maybe start to recover with this Radiance.
I don't know, dude. Necrophos has an Atos.
Yeah, that's a really long way away. They've got a good...
They have Atos.
An easy 15 minutes.
Atos.
Atos? Is that the item of winners? Is Owie 2000 in this game?
The item got buffed significantly. It was 16-second cooldown. Now it's 12.
10.
Now 10. And it just keeps getting buffed. 4 seconds slow at like whatever 1200 range or something ridiculous.
It does have a long cast
and
range.
then 4 second duration, and then on top of that gives him like so much health.
Now he has a soul booster, dude. He's just gonna go Bloodstone. I mean, why not? They're trucking people, so yeah, get those charges. Goody sandstorming it up already. He does have an Ogre Club working on a BKB, but pretty far off. Tower already down to half health. There's your glyph. Keeping that eye on Goody. Look, they're using the Necro books to completely zone him out, not giving him an easy blink initiation.
They have to kill Necrophos.
Song of the Siren. There's the 9-tentacle surprise. Goody. Will he channel the Epicenter? Disruptor right on top of it. Epicenter doing a lot of damage. Brings down Arteezy. He does get the mech off before he falls. Necrophos still alive. He's putting out the healing. Now it's stolen by Zai. Oh no, it's a disaster. The turnaround Epicenter. They don't have anything to deal with it. It's an earthquake. It's a 9 on the Richter scale. And EG, they take it in big force here, Merlini. This might be
kill
GG.
Necrophos, man.
He's too big. He's huge.
Too big.
He's the Hulk. He's big and he's green.
He has freaking Atos. It's over.
Dude, he's got a soul booster. Forget about the Atos. His soul is being boosted. No, it's rough stuff here.
But Naga's soul is persevering.
She is persevering. That's true. She's fluxing. She's regenerating.
Oh my gosh. Why? They actually had a shot if you went Radiance first.
They really did. But nice steal from Zai on that epicenter, though. Not that it was too hard because the Sand King. I guess he could have Burrow struck right after.
Or Sandstorm.
That's actually true. That was more of a Goody fail than a big play from Zai.
He could have just blinked in. I don't know why he didn't just cast it up here and then blink in. But whatever.
Yeah, blink in and then Burrow strike right away. Still just a disastrous team fight. There's your Bloodstone. Well, Centaur got a mech out of it. That's cute. I mean, I'm really trying to hype this up, man, but EG they're gonna win. I hate to say it, but it's. I mean, this would be a when did EG throw last to the extreme. If they
don't
this
throw
one
anymore,
away.
man.
Yeah, they got rid of Jimmy and then the throwing stopped. It's funny how that works.
I don't think that's anyone's surprise. Well, looks like this will round out the last game of the group stage. We have EG. If they win
it's
this,
not over yet, man. Come on,
dude. It's almost over. Let's be realistic here, guys.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. Roland's turning on the lights.
Yeah, that's usually the sign. When Roland turns on the lights, you know the game is going to end with.
So EG will end up undefeated if they win this one.
Yeah.
And then they're
down by 1 kill, dude. Come on.
They struggled 1 game versus.
Was it NAR or Sneaky Nicks?
It wasn't NAR. It was Revenge.
Oh yeah, Revenge. That was the game. We saw the NAR game earlier today. I'm sorry, I'm derping.
And then this will secure Banner's spot as 8th place. 8th place, not bad.
Yeah, 8 out of 8, pretty solid. Now they don't have a glyph. They're tier 3, taking some damage. A Tentacle Surprise in the front lines.
They need Relic though.
They do need Relic. Goody connects to the Burrow Strike. The Egg Roll comes in with some stuns. But Zai, he's still got the Epicenter. It's a zoning Epicenter. That's all right. Lua, he doesn't even have his ultimate up. He just get lassoed. There's your Reaper. Okay, nice Disruptor ultimate. Secures the kill onto Arteezy, but he buys back. He'll TP back in. The Egg Roll on the run, and will maybe just barely survive. Yep, he sure does. But now Evan. Oh, EG. It's a 1 for 2, but everyone on Banner Earthspirit very low. They're forced to walk back to the well. We've got M&Ms on the ground. And this tower is going to fall. They do look like their bodies are just little
backdoor
M&Ms.
protection. This tower is invincible.
Oh no, where's the damage? Arteezy, he's committed to this. All right, he gets it. Burrow Strike from Goody. Egg Roll comes in. Some more damage out to Arteezy. The Tentacle Surprise. He's just spamming those death pulses. It's too much. He's too beefy. He's in the front lines. He's throwing out the heals with the Abaddon as well. They just don't have the sustain. Goody comes back in. Not enough to save the Templar. And now Goody on the retreat. Can he survive? Can he live? No. His efforts were in vain, Merlini. More yellow M&Ms coming out.
M&Ms do grow on trees.
Ruh-roh.
Lots of lag coming out.
Even the server is... Yeah, it looks like it was just a minor hiccup. Goody, wait a bit. Goody's really in...
Wow, PPD's being nice.
Yeah, PPD's being friendly. Hey, they're about to go undefeated in the group stage. He's got nothing to be mad about.
So, looking at the matchups ahead, EG versus Liquid.
And
Sneaky Nicks Assassins versus NAR. NAR being 2nd seed.
Yeah, Sneaky Nicks Assassins versus NAR in a best of 3 will be really interesting. We've seen all of these teams only in best of 1, so this is when the BO3 starts. And the EG versus Liquid, obviously EG are the heavy favorites, but Sna versus NAR, that's a tough one. I don't know who the obvious winner is. I think that's a 2-1 series. Winner. Yeah, I think that's a 2-1 series pretty easily. But Goody,
I don't know. NAR kind of just wrecked Sna though.
Yeah. Again, best of 1, Merlini. Anything can happen. BO3 is where it's at. Well, Banner Spirit, it's admirable. They're trying to make defense, but there's a Shakespeare quote that comes to mind here. Something about scythes and defense, and it's just not happening. Sonnet 112.
Slowly but surely. Under siege. M&M's going everywhere.
Nothing against times Scythe can make defense. Say breed to brave him when he takes thee hence. Something like that. I don't know, man. That's all I've got. This one's over. That's all she wrote. The Egg Roll. He's still trying. God bless him. Goody comes in. The Blink Brothers. They make one last stand. This could be it. The Centaur. He stampedes. Goody survives. The Song of the Siren. Jigglypuff comes in at the last second. Pikachu used the Thunderstorm. Oh, there's the Epicenter. It's a good 8.7 on the Richter. They get another kill on Arteezy. He ain't got no buyback this time. The Tentacle Surprise gets surprised all around.
Maybe it's not over.
Starting to pursue. Zai steals the Burrow Strike. Lua, he's in some trouble. Zai might get dropped as well. There's one barracks remaining. Universe, just live. No, you were so young. There you go. They'll tap out after taking a successful team fight.
The manner kills.
The manner kills indeed. They've got 1 range racks remaining, but just not enough. It's all good. So well, even the irony is that Earthspirit actually were ahead in kills, 19-16 at the end of that game.
It's all about the win, dude. Screw the kills.
All about the win.
So, as we said before, EG undefeated, place number 1. Number 4 is Liquid. These two will face off versus each other. Then we have number 2 versus number 3, which will be Sneaky Nyx Assassins and NAR. NAR is number 2. Sneaky Nyx Assassins is number 3.
Oh yeah.
And then what are we doing here?
That's my bad. I tabbed out too early.
And then that will all start tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. We have 2 best of 3s. Winner bracket semis number 1. Winner bracket semis number 2.
Okay. Well, there we go.
So any of these teams just 2 series wins away from being secured a spot to good old LA.
Yep. I couldn't have said it better myself. It'll be interesting tomorrow. We'll know who's in the tomorrow we'll know everything. Well, not everything. We'll know the winner's bracket. We'll know who's in good shape.
Yeah. Just each of these teams
we'll know who's in
one
bad
win,
shape.
man. 2 wins.
2 wins.
No, I guess some of them need 3.
Yes.
No, wait. They need 2. Lower bracket round 1 and lower bracket finals if they lose the first one. So yeah, they just need 2 wins. The dream is real.
The dream is real. Do we have the last final standings?
Standings.
Do we have anything other than this old and overused overlay?
Come on, fill in the gaps, Andrew. That's
fill in the gaps. For. Yeah, sorry, I'm watching myself quote Shakespeare. That was pretty impressive.
So here are the final standings.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Numbers 2, 3, and 4 have the same record, but since NA Rejects beat all the other teams in that with that record,
that is your order right there of seeds because of head-to-head. So if you don't know what head-to-head means, that's basically you look at those teams who beat who. NA Rejects beat both of them, and Sneaky Nyx Assassins beat Liquid. So that means Liquid is in the bottom spot. Pretty simple.
No tiebreakers.
Yep.
We're had today.
No tiebreakers. Makes our lives a little bit easier. The bottom 4 teams: CNB, Revenge, EHUG, and no Earthspirit.
Revenge
Noble
is just
efforts.
Out of here.
Yeah, Revenge. They might not be a team anymore.
EHUG actually looks promising, even though they lost. And I'd say no Earthspirit actually looks promising too if they have Relic instead of the other guy.
Their stand-in. Lua. Well, it's fluctuated. It's been Lua the last 2 days. But
Lua, SN, some other guys too. But Perseverance first. That's just don't do it, guys.
Yeah.
Don't do that at home.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. That Perseverance, man. I don't know if like you were saying, it was a miscommunication where he wanted Lincolns. The team was like, bro, come on. Or if that was the I don't know. I've never seen a Naga do that, and he even went for drums after the Radiance. If he wanted drums, he could have gotten them before the Radiance.
His name is Fuchan. His other name it's Hailua. I know Hailua.
Oh look, it's dark in the studio. All right, welcome to the dungeon.
Hey, it's Hailua. I know who Hailua is. I think a lot of other people know who Hailua is.
Well, thanks, man. Jeez.
Well, I will never ever play Naga with him or pick him Naga or whatever situation this calls for.
Yep.
That was He was farming well too.
Yeah, he was. He had absolute free farm, man.
Why
I don't know.
In the dark? What's going on?
I don't know. Roland's trying to have fun with production. So, all right, we got to end it. That's it, guys. We'll see.
Is there an Asia broadcast tonight?
I don't know.
There is a newbie versus Vichy 11 hours from now. So we're talking
that's
about.
That's kind of tonight.
That's like 4 a.m.
4-ish, yeah.
4 a.m.
4:30 Pacific time. So, all right.
But we'll be back tomorrow, 1 a.m.
No, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific. So might be closer to 1 a.m. for those of you in Europe. But that wraps up for today, guys. I'm Zayori. That's Merlini. And you are watching Summit America, powered by Twitch.
We look dark.
We look dark, yeah. We'll see y'all tomorrow.